All right. So good morning, everyone. I'm here to have another video tutorial ng assembly constraint that are the next topic that we are going to discuss since nung last time po marami ang wala from the other sections and the other major, specifically sa electrical, electronics, the RACs, together with the machine shop practice. So, gumawa po ako ng another video tutorial para sundan ninyo on the assembly constraint. Okay? Para hindi po kayo mapag-iwanan dun po sa mga na produce na naming output from this activity. Alright? So, let's talk about the next activity, which is the assembly constraint. Okay, so nagkaroon po tayo ng activity regarding that, and para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, in SolidWorks application, meron po tayong tinatawag na SolidWorks tutorial. Okay? And from that, makikita nyo po yan, once na binuksan ninyo yung ating pong application, yung ginagamit po ninyong version ng SolidWorks, makikita po natin yung iba't ibang peripheral setup ng SolidWorks tutorial dito po sa help component. And then just click on the SolidWorks tutorial. So this is the resources to which kung gusto nyo pong practicein yung ating pong application, tignan kung ano ba yung mga relative basic techniques na pwede nating matutunan from here na hindi po natin kayang aralin pagka nanonood tayo ng video. Kung gusto niyo ng pagbabasa ng mga iba't ibang mga construction system configuration ng SolidWorks application, nandito lang po lahat yan. Okay? So ngayon, susundan po natin yung ating pong lesson 1 as the part component from this area together with the assembly. So this is just an introduction about the assembly para paunti-unti makita ninyo ano yung importance ng assembly component from the assembly constraint na pinag-aaralan natin from machine drawing using the SolidWorks application. Okay, so let's just start for having this lesson 1 as the part component. So ang gagawin ko po dito, hindi ko na po babasahin isa-isa yung ating pong mga part tutorial overview from here sa mga next topic area kasi po masyado pong matagal yung process kapag binasa ko pa isa-isa yan. No? So ang gagawin ko lang po, ang ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga preview features ng ating pong gagawing activity together with the size and configuration. Since sa pag-aralan naman na po natin yung iba't ibang feature command ng part component at kung paano bumubuo ng iba't ibang figure, alam ko na naintindihan nyo na at nagigets nyo na kung paano alamin at gamitin yung mga feature configuration na yun para makagawa ng ganitong klase ng object. Okay? So let's start by having this part piece ng ating pong gagawing activity. Let's open the SolidWorks part component under here. Since single component pa lang po yung ating pong gagawin on this area. Okay, so as you can see from the tutorial page ng ating pong drawing, nag-create po ng tinatawag nating square na mayroon pong sukat na 120 by 120 with a depth of 30. So dito ang gagamitin po nating unit of measurement will be the MMGS. So just activate the MMGS from the unit system measurement. And then, click on the extruded boss base. Gayahin lang po natin yung pacing kung saan po ginawa yung ganitong klase ng shape. So, we have here the front view. Okay? Since front view po yung ating pong pacing from this area, gamit po tayo ng center rectangle. Okay? Just click on the center rectangle from the point of origin. Gawa po kayo ng rectangle. And then, identify the size configuration. So, from the instruction, we have 120 of size in the modification from its length and width. Okay, confirm or enter. All right, and then we also have 120 on this area. Okay, so let's just type or modify the size of 120 on this construction configuration. Okay, and with that, we have here the 120 of 120. So exit sketch po tayo. Sundan naman po natin yung depth configuration. Okay, so from here, we have the depth configuration of 30. So just type here the modify size as 30. Okay, 30 and then confirm. All right, so with that, we already made the first phase of our tutorial. Okay, without reading the previous topics or any part documents or what we call this, the steps no on doing this part partitions. Okay, kasi kapag ninext ko po ayan, tsaka lang po sasabihin or ikukwento or um, tsaka nyo lang babasahin yung mga construction configuration. So medyo matatagalan ako sa tutorial ng video na ito no kapag isa-isa ko pa. All right. So next phase, we have here an adding the boss features of circle construction on the middle features ng ating pong square. Okay? So dito, alamin lang po natin yung diameter which is the 70 and then yung pinaka-depth po niya will be 25. So again, we are going to use the extruded boss base from this part kasi po boss features po yung ating gagawin. Alright? So in normal view po natin yung ating pong drawing para mas makita po ninyo yung construction configuration. Okay? So after having the relative plane, let's have the circle. Okay? So click on circle from the icon. Then from this, mula po sa pinaka-origin natin, gawa po tayo ng circle. So hindi ko na po kailangan gumawa ng basis kung nasa gitna po ba yung ating circle. Kasi yung ginamit nating rectangle kanina is a center rectangle. So ibig sabihin, meron siyang pinagkuha ng point to which the origin kung nasan po yung gitna ng ating object. Kaya sure ako na itong circle na ginawa ko dito, nasa gitna po siya naka-lugar or nakapwesto. Okay? A smart dimension using this area is click on the smart dimension, then click on the circle, tapos modify natin yung size construction, which is 70. Okay? And then enter. Alright, so if we have here the 70 already, bago po ako mag-exit sketch, i-click ko po muna yung ating pong pictorial view. Okay, so exit sketch, and then let's modify the size configuration from this construction that we need at 25 mm in size sa ating pong depth. Okay, I'll just double enter or confirm on this part, and we have the second phase of our drawing problem. All right. So if you are going to read on the construction configuration on how the sketching and dimensioning the boss base by constructing this figure, pwede nyo rin pong basahin yung ating pong step-by-step process. Okay? But sabi ko nga sa inyo, I'll do the shortcut. Okay? Para medyo maikli lang yung ating video. On our next page, as you can see, we have here a circle, another circle on this construction area. Dun po sa nauna nating nagawang circle. But this time, butas na po siya, hindi na siya extruded boss base. So, ngayon, ang gagamitin natin ditong features is ibang klase ng features na madalas po nating nagagamit na rin no even before dun po sa mga practices or relative activity na ginawa natin no on the previous working drawing plates. So let's now try to have the extruded cut from here. Okay, extruded cut, place or click on the part na lalagyan po natin ng butas. And then let's have a normal view position from here. And then let's construct the next circle. From the point of origin, just put the circle that you are making no, as the reference for your center point. Then smart dimension. And upon knowing the construction configuration on this side, ang sabi dito, that in this relative position, papunta on the offset part of the circle, meron daw siyang 10. No, 10 na sukat. But if we are going to study the unit of measurement from the circle-based construction, di ba meron tayong tinatawag na radius and diameter. Since wala pong naka-refer na diameter on the 10 offset on this construction area, ang gagawin po natin, or we suppose that this size configuration will be in radius. So if this is in radius as 10 in mm, then we just have to convert that to diameter. Since kanina ang nauna na po nating nagamit is diameter dun sa naunang circle na ginawa natin, which is 70. So if we are going to convert this into the size description for diameter, yung 10 po natin magiging 20. But if you are going to study on the base construction configuration, So since we have 70 on the diameter, we are just going to minus the diameter in size of 10, which is 20. So magiging 70 minus 20, ang matitira po is 50. So ang ating pong modify size from this construction will be in size of 50. Okay? Para hindi po kayo malito dun po sa construction area. So 50 on this part and then confirm. And para po ma-confirm din nyo, makikita nyo naman dito sa ilalim that in smart dimensioning the process configuration, we have 50 on the diameter on this step. Okay? So just simply confirm the dimension. Before po tayo mag-exit sketch, let's go back to an isometric view. Okay, from the isometric view of the object, let's have an exit sketch from here. And then after clicking the exit sketch to modify the construction features para mabutas hanggang sa pinakalikod ng ating object, palitan nyo lang po yung blind ng true all. Okay, and with that, just confirm um, we have now the second phase features or third phase features ng ating pong step tutorial from this part component. Okay? Next, let's now have the next phases, which are the what we call as the Pilay features. Okay? And in Pilay features, as you can see in the construction, meron tayong dalawang sukat na ginamit. We have the radius of 5 and the radius of 1.5. So, if you are going to analyze the figure on the tutorial, unahin po muna natin gawin yung construction configuration ng lahat ng radius na merong 5 para isang selection na lang po dun sa ating pong mga pacing. Okay? So let's now have the fillet command from here. And then from fillet, select all the necessary features that has 0.5 or I mean 5 in radius. So ito pong mga part na kiniklik ko dito. Okay? So you can see mga nagpe-preview naman po yung ating pong mga selection phase under here. Ayan, and then sa baba, syempre wag po natin kakalimutan yung nakatagong corner dito sa ating pong feature. So just simply rotate the object and select all the necessary part of the object na maglalagay po ng or paglalagyan natin ng radius of 5. So just simply type the items to pili radius with a default size of 10, palitan nyo lang po ng 5. Okay? And with that, just simply enter or double enter the object para ma-apply po yung mga radius configuration ng ating pong 5 na sukat. Next, let's have the 1.5 from another feature, so fillet. Alright, so dito dalawang part lang naman ng ating pong face. Yung dito po at saka yung nandito sa harapan. Ayan, yung dalawang circle na lang na yan, no? So, kung kanina we use the 5 as the radius, let's now have the 1.5 from this construction. So, double enter ulit para mag-apply yung ating pong mga radius. Okay, so as you can see, nagbago na rin po on the preview yung ating construction, no? And with that, we have already applied the bases of this object on this lateral area. So if you're going to see the difference between the tutorial and the process of construction, wala naman pong pinagkaiba, no, on its terms. Next, let's have the next phases right after the fillet. So ito na po yung last part ng ating pong construction under the figure 1 sa ating pong tutorial. So let's have the shelling the part already. Okay, so how are we going to do that, no? In shelling the part, so just simply rotate the object, pumunta po kayo sa pinakalikuran, and then just click on the shell from this side or in these features. And then pag click ng shell, i-click nyo po yung likuran ng object. Okay, so pag nag-blue na po siya, palitan nyo yung fillet parameters ng 2. Okay, so enter or confirm on this page. And with that, we have the last phase construction on our part 1 as plate number 11. So hindi pa po natatapos dito, no? Isi-save muna natin siya as part 1. Then mag-proceed po tayo dun sa construction configuration ng part 2. Okay, kasi nga po, this is a lesson about the assembly. So dapat more than one component ang ating pong gagawin. Okay, so sisave ko lang po muna siya sa ating pong desktop as part 1. Okay, palitan natin yung pangalan. Part 1 um, ALC. Yan. Shortcut ko na lang yung Alcantara. Next, let's have the another document on this page to have another part component or the presentation of our part 2. So sa part 2 guys, if we are going to go back on the tutorial page ng ating pong drawing from here, binago ko po yung sukat no, na naka-indicate po dito. Kasi kapag sinunod pa natin siya, ang daming construction phases ulit at matatagalan tayo sa construction. So meron lang akong binagong portion dun po sa ating part 2. So mas mabuti na panoorin niyo po yung video kung paano yung phases para mas nagigets po natin yung construction flow ng ating pong drawing. Okay? So just simply, on our part 2, palitan niyo po ulit ng MMGS yung ating pong unit of construction and then have this size configuration. Okay? So X natin to para hindi po kayo malito. Yeah. So let's have extruded boss space again and then use the front plane to activate the feature base command on this construction. And then the same process, no, dun po sa una-una nating ginawa, have the center rectangle as the first feature command na gagamitin po sa sketch. And then smart dimension with the same dimension na ginamit po natin on the construction of the part 1 as 120 and having another 120 on its length. Okay? So, ganun lang din po. Napaka basic lang po ng mga size configuration na gagamitin natin from this problem. Para hindi po kayo mahirapan sa full construction phases. Next, we are going to exit sketch on this. Kanina ang ginamit natin sa depth on the part 1 is 30. So this time, medyo mas mahaba po yung ating pong part 2. So it will be in a size of 70. Okay? 70 in depth. Okay? Alright, so pag nag-apply na po sa construction features, ito po yung first phase ng ating drawing. And then, meron po tayong mga simple changes na ginawa dun po sa ating drawing. Gagawin lang po natin, we just use the fillet command on the second phase of this drawing. Lahat po ng corner, i-click lang po natin yan together with the back face features ng box na ginawa natin. So, dito tayo sa likuran, click nyo lang po yung paligid ng mga linya. No, not that. Ulitin natin. X ko yung part na select natin kanina. Ulitin natin siya. Fillet, yung mga corners. Okay. Ito lang po yung hindi okay kapag sa fillet, no? Pag meron lang tayong nagkamaling features, pwedeng i-unselect, pwede nating ulitin yung selection phases. Okay? So from here, ito po yung tatanggalin. Ayan. I mean, a-applyan ng fillet. Okay? And then yung phases na natin dito. So, ayan lang po yung mga selection with the same items to fillet or parameters for this size construction will be in 5 mm. Okay? Just simply apply it, double enter, and with that, we have this space already. So, ibalik natin sa isometric view para hindi mukhang magulo yung ating drawing. Ayan. Next, right after having this, let's now have the last part for position, which is the shell command. So just simply click the shell, tapos click nyo po yung pinakaharapan naman this time, kasi yung kanina likod yung ating pong ginawa as shell construction with a 2 size or 2 mm in thickness. Dito naman, 2 mm din. Okay? And then, ito po yung magsisilbing part 2 ng ating pong construction. So just simply save the object or save the documents. Confirm muna natin itong shell para mag-save tayo later. Ayan. Kapag ayaw, i-exit nyo lang. Naka-apply naman na yung ating shell. Okay? So file, then save as part 2. Okay? So lagay ulit natin siya sa desktop ko. Okay? So desktop as part 2. And then, lagyan din natin ng pangalan. So, kung mapapansin niyo, meron na tayong dalawang file from this object. We have the part 1 and the part 2 already. Ngayon, dito na po papasok yung paggamit natin ng tinatawag nating shell. Shell, the assembly constraint. Okay, so dito sa ating pong assembly, hindi natin siya madalas nagagamit during the midterm, but this time in finals, meron na po tayong mga component construction ng machine na gagamitan po natin ito. If we are going to study on the assembly constraint under the assembly component of the SolidWorks, madami po tayong dapat na alamin specifically sa mga arrangement ng tinatawag nating mate forms. Pero today, ang ibibigay ko lamang po sa inyo yung pinakasimpleng features kung paano ba natin ginagamit itong assembly. Okay? Just click assembly from here and then okay. Alright? So from that, we are now going to apply the construction-based area of that drawing. Dito po sa paggamit po ng ating assembly. So this is just an introduction. Siguro by next meeting, we are now going to study on the different forms of assembly constraint together with the components. Pero sa ngayon, we just have to explore the basics. Okay? So, just browse on this file, the file drawing kung saan nyo po sinave yung inyong mga parts na component. So, we have here the part 1 and part 2. Okay? Part 1 ALC and part 2 ALC. Okay? So, as you can see, dito po activated na siya kasi ito po yung mga recent na ginawa natin. Okay? Pero pinakita ko lang sa inyo, if ever na wala po dyan, just browse it from here and then hanapin nyo lang po yung file. Okay? Then open. Alright, so pag-click po ng open, magpi-preview po dito yung part 1 features natin since we are selecting it already. So part 1 and we have here the part 2. So magsasama po sila sa isang feature-based construction. Dito po sa ating pong assembly. Dito lang po yan nagagawa doon sa part component ng ating pong SolidWorks. Now, how are we going to assemble these two parts of machines? No, dapat magsama po sila in one particular one assembled machines. Okay? So, we have to use the mate command from here. Kaya lang, if we are going to use this, iba pag kinlik ko to, marami pong mga construction phases na pwede po tayong magamit from the mate command. So ito i-discuss ko pa po next meeting. So for the meantime, gamit po muna tayo ng default features. In this construction, mas madali pong i-select yung corner side dito po, yung parang may arc dito. Ayan, pag nag-click po yan or nag-preview po yung point na yan, click nyo lang po dito sa part 1 and click din po kayo dito sa part 2. You are going to click that. So you can see, didikit po yung object dun po sa face part ng object on the part 1 and the second face on the part 2. And ganyan po yung mangyayari sa lahat ng construction ng iba't ibang machine parts na gagawin po natin. If nakita po ninyo na walang problema pagdating dun sa assembled features and nagdikit naman po sila without any problem, then just simply confirm or check this area or enter. Okay? Marami tayong option, no? Pwedeng dito sa part na to, just check on that, check on here. And then, ito na po yung process assembled no ating pong machine drawing. So, this is just a simple instruction on how we deal with the assembly on the component features ng SolidWorks, no? Ng assembly component. So, dito po, isi-save na rin natin siya. Save as part component, or I mean, the assembly component as ASM1. And then, lagyan nyo lang po ng ating, tawag dito, file name. Okay, just simply save it. And with that, we have the end output for our activity number 11. Okay, para po sa layout construction and configuration, I have a separate video for that. So, panoorin nyo na lang po kung paano natin siya ilalagay from the template, no, na available po sa ating Google Classroom. So, that's it and thank you.